Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to the channel, and I'm here for a video about the band 3 Days Grace. Now, it's apparently been confirmed that 3 Days Grace is in the studio and they're working on a brand new album. This is something that I found out recently, and this is pretty exciting news. And 3 Days Grace, I would say, is one of the best modern rock bands. Now, I know some people might not call them modern since, they came out in the 2000s, but 2000s is pretty modern in my book, I would say. They were one of my favorites in that style of music, that post-grunge, modern hard rock style of music. I do think that 3 Days Grace is one of the bands that do that kind of style. So, yeah, definitely exciting news. Now, what do I want from this next 3 Days Grace album? Well, for me personally, I hope that this will be the best 3 Days Grace album with Matt on vocals, because if you didn't know, Matt is the current vocalist of 3 Days Grace. The first 4 albums were with Adam, and then the 2 that came after that were Matt on vocals. Now, I know that the Matt era of 3 Days Grace is a bit, I guess, divisive. There's some people that like this era of the band, but some people just don't. There are some people that say that 3 Days Grace wasn't a good band whenever, Adam left, of course. But I'm still open to seeing what 3 Days Grace does next, even though Outsider, to me, has not held up very well. I think it's a decent album, but if I'm honest, it really hasn't held up very well. And I think there's a lot of people that can agree on that. I think lyrically they need to do better, and I don't know, maybe musically too. The lyrics is definitely something that definitely needed improvements, because with 3 Days Grace, they seem to focus on these failed relationship ideas when it comes to the lyrics. I mean, that lyrical theme has just kind of gotten old, I guess. I would like to see them try something different lyrically on the next album, which, I'm not really holding my breath for that, but we'll see. We will see. But either way, I'm definitely looking forward to the next 3 Days Grace album. I'll definitely, of course, review the singles whenever they start coming out and whatnot. Now, what I do find interesting is that it's almost been 3 years since the last 3 Days Grace album, Outsider. So, yeah, I think this might be one of the longer waits for the next 3 Days Grace album. I'm not sure when we will get this next 3 Days Grace album. If they're starting to work on it now, then I guess there's a possibility we could get the new album maybe sometime. I think the earliest I would say is maybe the summertime or the fall. I'm not sure, but I think around that time is when you can expect the new 3 Days Grace album to come out. Now, of course, this is going to be the 3rd album with Matt on vocals, and again, I know that some people don't like him as much as Adam. Now, I would agree that he's not as good as Adam, but I think he's still an okay vocalist. But either way, this is pretty exciting news. Looking forward to the new 3 Days Grace record, so let me know what you guys think. I know that they're definitely due for a new album, since it has been a few years at this point since their last album. And I know that they do like to release an album every 3 years or something like that. So I don't know what the case is going to be with this next album, but we'll have to see what they do. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and take care.